Hey, welcome back to Rusty Judgment. Do you guys want to see what a typical day for me looks like? So today, I was planning on working on the Firebird. I got a little ways further with that. Well, instead, I'm driving down to my in-laws to go get a dump truck because they need help hauling dirt, and I can drive a dump truck. This is going on Rusty Judgment.
Yeah.
Alright, we're here. Y'all want to see the dump truck? It's that same dead dump truck that we got a year ago. Actually, I think it was like exactly a year ago. Let me flip you around and I'll show it to you. She's a beaut. And there she is in all her glory. Alright, so I'm in the dump truck. Headed over to my place. Give me a second here. I gotta shift and hit the splitter. Okay, got it. Today what we're doing is they're building berms at my house on my field behind me. They're building berms. They punched all the tile lines in already. And so now what we're doing is we're actually building the berms, and so we're shaving down a hillside I got. It's a really high hill. And it's all clay on top. There's no black dirt because it's all washed off over the years. And so we're gonna shave down the top side of that hill and relocate a lot of that clay to help shape these berms because they're pretty big berms. And so I'm just gonna be running truck through the field back and forth, dumping dirt. Right now everyone's out here already. They're out scraping the hill down back here behind my place. I'm gonna go head back there and start getting some dirt put in my dump truck. Because like way out over here is where the berms are going. So right now there's my father-in-law, and then I think there's another truck somewhere in this vicinity. You can't see it. Oh, here's one coming right there. But so I'm gonna head out there and I'm gonna go out and start getting filled up. Real quick before this gets started. So here's where we're starting to fill in for the berm. So what's happening here, so the water all comes down here. This is the low point. It runs this direction. And then there's tile lines under here that they put in all that last week. But so right now the berm will start here, which is meant to catch the water. It'll input through this inlet, go down in under the berm and then through the ground. And then there's, like you see another one way out there, there'll be a berm out there too. And then progressively around this hillside is where they'll end up being. We got dump trucks coming in, bringing in more black dirt. This will be like the top fill. And then the side dump here and me, we're gonna be hauling in all the clay from off the hillside behind us. So I'm gonna go hop back in the dump truck and go get filled up. All right, I'm gonna do my best here to show you how high this hill is. I know the camera's gonna flatten it way out. So there's a semi over there. This is how much higher he is than me. Oh man, let's try it. Okay, here's how much higher he is than me, which is a lot. And we're way up from down below back there. And we are way up. See this field out there? That's our field too. That's where the tile lines end around there. And then they go all the way around this hill here, way up to over where we were at. So this hill is crazy high. Like, it's dangerous to take a combine between these groupings of trees that way. So we're gonna pull these tree lines out of here, shave the tops of this hill down so that it's not such a far drop. Let's do this. So they switched from the loader to the backhoe. The excavator's on its way over here. My father-in-law popped the tire on the mini backhoe, the little thing. Popped the tire on that, so he grabbed the loader from Dean. Dean was running the loader out here scraping. And so now Dean went and grabbed the track hoe and is bringing the track hoe over here, and he's gonna start loading us with a track hoe. He runs a backhoe for a living. So I think I would imagine he's probably faster at loading with the track hoe anyway. So he's headed over here right now. I'll spin you around and show him on his way up here. Alright, here he comes, crawling up the hill. Alright, Mr. Dean, let's see your work. So yeah, this field drops way down there. This is an amateur at work here. I mean, me, not Dean, it's me. I'm the amateur. I got one scoop in. Let's see how many, I'm curious how many scoops it's gonna take to fill this thing. He's gonna yell at me. He thinks I can get 3 feet closer? Oh, that's funny, Dean. Alright. Oh, yeah, because he keeps losing it. Alright, round 2. Let's see if I can nail this closer. I didn't video dumping because Mark wanted me to dump on the fly. Let's see if I can get closer to Dean like he wants. Now I'm probably gonna get too close. Alright, I'm gonna show you this before it gets built too far. So, from cone to cone, from that cone over there to that, that's the inlet, to that cone over there is gonna be the berm. So straight across there. I'll check back with you in a little bit here and see how big it gets. Starting another cut. I think he maybe shaved 3 feet off at the 4 feet off at the deepest point right here, probably about 4 feet there. In the grand scheme of all of this property here, that I mean, you won't even notice that. But the dump truck's working great. Alright, it's been a few hours. Let me flip you around here and I'll show you what we've all got done in the last couple hours. We built ourselves a little road here. I'd say it's probably about a little over 4 feet high in the middle right now at the lowest point. I don't know how high it actually has to go, but this is kind of where we're at. I'm gonna dump the end up, and then I'll get you another shot of how tall this is once I get off the berm. And I've been trying to spread dump. So here, I'm gonna pop the tailgate. Now it undid the latches, then we're gonna put the PTO in, pull the handle to raise the hydraulics. So now we're gonna raise the box here, and I've been trying to spread dump. So basically like drive as the box is going up, but this box is ridiculously slow. Now it's going out, now I'll put in gear. Okay, now we'll go a little further. Alright, see there, now nothing came out because it stopped. The box goes up really slow. Now I'll just dump the rest of it out just to get it empty. I don't think there's much left in there. My father-in-law switched to the dozer. He switched from the loader to the dozer, so he's kind of shaping it and making it look nice. Alright, so we started over here this morning, took down all this, and now this is where we're at. We're just working our way towards my house, taking the top of this hill off. So I'd say right now, at least where the dump truck's at in relation to where I am, we're probably a good 5 feet. It's all been pretty good clay. I haven't seen any big boulders or anything come up, which so I almost just flipped it felt like I was gonna flip over the dump truck. I'll show you it in a second. I'm out of breath because I ran across the field to get a chain in a truck. I was backing onto the berm and I got a little off-centered and my front end slid off the edge, and then I knew immediately that I was stuck. But what I did not anticipate was it's really fresh material. And as I sat there, I could feel the truck sinking in and sliding more over. I'm gonna flip it around and show you. All right, so here's the truck, which it may not look that severe, but if you were sitting in that seat, you would have freaked out too. Oh, and by the way, I'm loaded still. And so I jumped out because I could feel it going down, and I was like, if this was flipping over, I'm not along for the ride. So I hopped out. My father-in-law is gonna come over with the dozer, and we're gonna hook a chain down here and then up on that corner of his blade, and he's gonna pull me back out, and we're gonna try and bring the nose up out of there. Yeah, I'm not excited about this one bit. I think the chain broke. All right, just like that, it's out. I didn't video us getting it out because I had both hands, one on the wheel, one on the shifter, and so I was kind of busy trying to get this up and out of there to film it. But she's out. Let me show you what we did to this thing. So the first time the chain popped off, but what happened was these pins, they just dropped through, and we hooked it to there. Well, it must have pulled it up a little bit and bent this thing. It's like a J now. So we used the other one, but that's the one that got me out. So I'm gonna back down this thing again and dump my load. All right, my relief driver came in. I was just running the dump truck until Adam, a high school kid, until he got off of school. Then he came and took the dump truck. For teenagers to drive a dump truck all around the field, that's just a good time. So they're working on the second berm now. The first berm, this is the one that we started this morning. I think it's mostly completed as far as all the clay that's gonna go on it. Now my father-in-law's just gotta shape it with the D4, and then we gotta put black dirt on top of it, drag it, and then get it all seated. But right now I think all they're focused on is getting the clay off of that hill back there and get the berms laid out, mostly shaped, and then after that, then they can address the black dirt. So, all right.